Hello, Goddess, and welcome to this video with yours truly, where we are going to talk about that overbearing inner voice that likes to judge. Welcome, my name is Rachelle Richard, and here at Empowerment Experiences, you'll find the majority of us are certainly on our Healing Twin Flames journey, which is a self-love empowerment journey on steroids. That's the foundation of it all, is a self-love empowerment journey. And that means we look for and find our power through learning to love that which is our self, right? And it is a perpetual going and growing journey of this. Diving deeper into yourself, finding a part of you that you didn't realize that you didn't like, and learning to love that part. Because you've spent most of your life learning to not like you. Even more so, to not love you. Even some of us had learned how to loathe ourselves. So, then we find ourselves on a twin flame journey. And as a self-love empowerment coach, I can attest that a twin flame journey is a self-love empowerment journey on steroids. It up-levels your self-love empowerment journey. Before I dive into the subject at hand here, I do want to say to those who aren't on a twin flame journey yet think you want to be careful what you wish for. That said, a wonderful, wonderful point came up in my Goddess Tribe, a question. Big question. Been there, done that countless times, right? Because we always come back around to be represented with the opportunity to solidify, yeah, that, yes. The question being, am I doing this journey right? Am I doing my twin flame journey right? What if I'm doing it wrong? So it's the same facet of judgment for your journey, for your self-love empowerment journey, for your twin flame journey, for anything in life. So we're going to do this from two angles. Of course, let's start with the twin flame because it's simple, and then go to that deeper level of it, everything in life, right? So when it comes to your twin flame journey and your twin flame connection, asking a question such as, am I doing it wrong? Am I doing it right? What if I'm doing it wrong? Even what if I'm doing it right? Asking any of that right or wrong perspective places judgment on the connection itself. It's coming from ego. The aspect of ourselves that seeks to label every fucking thing. Right or wrong, good or bad. That's our ego. The judgment, that's our ego. And the rest of this answer is going to lie in that aspect of being able to recognize that, wait a minute. Number one, I'm focusing on where my power isn't. I'm wanting to think about, is this right or is this wrong? And wanting to give that judgment of the journey that energy. All right, so that's not where your power is. That's very disempowering because you're actually asking something outside. You're giving your power away. Am I doing this right? Am I doing this wrong? When, Goddess, you already have the answer inside you. And I'm gonna give it to you. Here's the other part of this. I'm gonna give it to you in an affirming mantra that you can say over and over and over. Right? Number one, but in this aspect of you, see, and everything all at once was like, I can't say it all at once. It's like, here, read my mind kind of thing. Just see what I'm seeing. You got it? You got it. I digress. It's being able to say to yourself that, wait a minute, I'm focusing on something that I don't, that's taking my power away. Instead, if I come back into myself and I say to myself that I am where I am and I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, that by judging anything right or wrong, we miss the message, we miss the meaning, we miss the learning of how am I growing because of this. That no matter whether it's right or wrong, you're growing. And that nothing happens that wasn't supposed to happen. So when we judge something, our connection, our twin flame journey, our self-love empowerment journey, anything, when we judge it that way, we're creating a separation from the experience itself, from the learning itself. I think I needed to hear this too. And that energy is separation energy. It's recognizing that, again, right or wrong, no matter what, you learn something. And that is the objective of the soul, is to learn, to experience. Because here's the bottom line of all of it, Goddess, is that I am certain that no matter where you end up is where you're supposed to be. And that where you are supposed to be, that there are many, many ways to get there. That there is no one way, one path nonsense. It's infinite. And that no matter what, it's like, I'm hearing in one of the Abraham episodes where they talk about, wherever your Garmin or your whatever your Google, whatever your maps, your map guidance system is telling you, it recalibrates itself. It always, always, always recalibrates itself from where you made a wrong turn. Because there is no wrong turn. No matter what, wherever you've gone down, have you not maybe had that happen where you have taken a wrong turn and you end up somewhere magical? You end up somewhere where it's like, oh, look at that. I remember what's popping into mind really quick is when I went to pick something up from a friend's and they weren't at the house yet. And I had pulled down one of the streets to kind of turn around and to sit there because there were trees on that street that I saw. And it was I live in the desert. It was the middle of the summer. So I wanted to park to wait for them to get to the house underneath some trees. And I was led to go down. It's not a road I go down. I'm like, I was going down and I was going to have to turn around to go back over and onto the cross street there of my friend's house. I'm sitting there and all of a sudden I turn and look, and in the window, because I'm an orca girl as well. I have a Pegasus, I have my land animal, my sea animal, and that is an orca. I am an orca girl. I can't explain other than I have them tattooed on my body, okay? And there it was, a little, no bigger than 6 to 8 inches at most in the window. And I was just like, oh, and I do remember it having been challenging where I was. What am I saying? This self-love empowerment journey, this twin flame journey is just challenging, period. Because we're here to grow, and that's what a challenge is, this opportunity for growth. And that's why we go down paths, we take turns, we go places that we didn't anticipate going. Because there's some reason. There's always a reason for everything. And so by saying something right or wrong in terms of your journey, I said the wrong thing, or I did the wrong thing, you're actually holding yourself in the past, in the judgment space, instead of going, so that didn't quite turn out how I would have liked it to. What, as an observer, as even a science-minded individual, what can I do differently the next time I'm presented with this same experience, this similar experience? How would I have rather shown up for myself and or this individual or individuals or whatever the case may be, especially in your twin flame connection? Goddess, I went through this a lot. Oh my God, I said the wrong thing. Oh my God, I did the wrong thing. Oh my gosh, I told him about us, the twin flame connection and da-da-da-da-da, and how we, all this. I assure you, every path is the right path. Every choice is the right choice. Clearly, the thing that makes it wrong is how we feel about it. It's how we feel about it. It didn't give you the results that you wanted. You didn't get something that felt as though that was what you wanted. It wasn't what you envisioned that you wanted, which how often, I have to say, how often does anything really come into fruition exactly as we envisioned it? So there's that, right? There's that. But that's the thing. The more we release these labels, that's all the more we detach. We detach from the ego, from the trap of the ego, from the prison of the ego. And instead to say, of beating yourself up, going, oh my God, I said something wrong. Because that's, again, we are many-layered and multifaceted, because that's exactly what that's one of the things that this is about, is, oh my God, I said something wrong. Oh, time to beat yourself up. Way to go, you fucked up. It's gonna, whatever the story is, instead of going, that didn't quite feel right. And it certainly didn't create the outcome that I wanted. So how can I create different next time? Because there's going to be a next time with somebody, some way, somehow. You've put out there that, I want another shot at that because that didn't go how I wanted it. Now, it's not going to be that exact experience, but that's what the ego does, is it wants to go back to that. It wants to go back to the past, to that moment, and we can't. We can't. Now, I will say, in the realm of possibility, all things are possible. However, currently, we can't go back. But you can keep yourself from staying stuck in wanting to go back and change it by shifting out of the, oh my God, did I say something wrong? Oh my God, I think I did something wrong. Am I doing this right? I don't know if I'm doing it right. That's you undermining yourself, your own knowing. There's so much more to this, and I could, I'm sure, continue and continue and continue. And then I just feel like it would just become this big, web of overwhelm. I feel it would be far more beneficial to you individually, Goddess, is if you are experiencing this in your life and you're in your connection especially, and you're not quite clear on how the fuck to shift out of that. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. We each cannot see our own dark sides of the moon. And again, looking for and finding power in my journey and assisting other goddesses with doing the same in theirs, that's my favorite drug. like now it's like, I love my, what is it? My tea mixes at each place I go to, my London Fog or my chai. I'm like, I need my fix. I need my drug. I mean, I am an addict, right? You know, back in the day I had that, but I'm still an addict by way of sugar is one of my greatest challenges. And that's why I know why that hand eczema is trying to come back. I digress. I am here for you. I do one-on-one Zoom sessions, 30-minute or 75-minute sessions. I also now have a group container that is literally an all-access pass. It is a 6-month commitment. And with that, you get Zoom group coaching. You get access to all my video courses. And what actually happens working with me under that environment, you become empowered with Rachelle. That's the name of it, the Empowered with Rachelle All Access Pass. And everything that I have come to know and utilize in my journey, I share with you through this pass. So that you come feeling overwhelmed and discombobulated and, you know, judging yourself and keeping yourself stuck in this twin flame trap of self-sabotage, of focusing on him, of feeling like shit and depressed and disconnected and separated from, well, your power, to at the end of that, coming out going, ooh, first of all, can I sign up again, right? But second, coming out of that going, oh, I am like a whole new person. I feel as though I am creating life on my terms. I am, you know, journeying this twin flame journey in a far more empowered state, feeling more detached because I feel more connected. So therefore, I can allow myself to detach, which that detachment is the thing that eases the suffering, because it's when we have an attachment to, am I doing it right or wrong, right? An attachment to a judgment, an attachment to anything like that is what is going to create and prolong that suffering. That said, it's so dry right now. It's so dry. Like a gallon of milk, or a gallon of water, I swear, is just, I just can't drink enough right now. That said, there we go. So I can finish what I was going to say with the end of this video here. That said, I am here for you, Goddess. I am here to remind you that the power is in your hands. I'm here to show you how to reconnect with that power. And that's the thing. It's just reconnecting to your power, looking for where it is and taking it back, right? That power has always been, that power is in your hands because it has always been inside you. How perfect that this is like my chakra spiral. I just really noticed that. I recorded another video and I'm like, wow, because this is the day today where it's just like comfy clothes. I got some old sweats, but they don't look that old, but they're older and they got pockets. There's a thing about when I'm a little, just, it's been a journey, let's say. And like I said, today was a day for sweats and an old tie-dye shirt. I digress. Again, power in your hands because it has always been inside you. Namaste.